Hello and welcome to Danganronpa v3. I think my voice is doing much better now. I don't know if it's fully healed up yet, but I can actually, record for 2 hours now. But I'm gonna just continue right on. We're gonna finish up Chapter 4 today. If everything goes to plan, this should be going up on Tuesday morning, and there's supposed to be a GeoGuessr episode going up at the same time. God, I forgot about that.
And another thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah?
He's a bear. Of course he's gonna hibernate.
Ah. Really?
Okay, it's obviously not that one. Yeah, probably a good idea. Oh, is he actually gonna just be hibernating the entire second half of the trial, is he?
My head! Pull yourself together! I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head! My head hurts so much, I just can't remember. Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, our baby is excited to meet his dad, you know? Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Okay then.
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
I don't remember what they were talking about
More
just
importantly,
before.
let's continue the conversation where we left off.
Oh yeah, he's talking about
you
the
plotted the
Monarchs.
murder,
Yeah, okay.
but we need
Okay.
to find out who
I
killed her.
understand. We understand. Who killed
In
her?
order to figure that out, we need to understand Miu's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Yeah, agreed.
Let's see. Miu manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Miu's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
It has to load this apparently. Come on, bridge.
She dropped the bridge on purpose, so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Miu.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that's when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Okay.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Miu did it. If Miu did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead. She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
Yeah, that's Miyu in a nutshell, basically.
No say such mean things. Killing game bad, not Mew.
Yeah.
I'm not a bad person. Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
Come on, Himiko.
That couldn't happen.
What?
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
What is...
Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Yeah.
Now we know the mansion
That's
and
how
chapel
they
are
have
actually
crossed
next to
over.
each other.
Either the water or the wall.
But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Mew was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Mew's avatar through the wall? I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Don't not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's
Exactly.
physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized? That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez,
It's true.
keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard?
Yeah. Yeah, that could
Because
do.
of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Sound like something slamming into slamming into something else. Sound we heard like two objects colliding. Mew couldn't hit the wall because she would pass through it. The lattice? Oh no. Okay, a lattice wouldn't make a noise like that. It must be the hammer then. Was Mew hitting? What do you mean by Mew hitting the wall? Wasn't paying enough attention. Which wall are they talking about? I'm gonna try the hammer. There's no way it's the cell phone.
Damn it!
Okay, so they must mean a different wall than what I'm thinking of. Why would it be the cell phone hitting the wall?
That's it!
Okay, it is a different wall than what I'm thinking of, right?
I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting
Yeah,
that
chapel wall.
The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise.
Right.
Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. He felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Because he probably does.
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway,
transporting Miu's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
Please.
You'll what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope, and the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Because he probably has. This hangman? Yeah, okay. Oh. Like that. How did Miu's avatar go crashing in the chapel? 4-letter, 3-letter, 4-letter. Thought that would be down. Which of these letters? S, I, L. There's an R as well. No. No. S, okay. Slid, but what 3-letter word would follow that? Okay, that is slid. Where's an I? Oh, what is that doing there? It's Morakuma. Is he like hiding one of the letters or something? F. What 3-letter word would follow this? I'm just guessing, I don't know. Really? Oh. Okay, slid off. There's another F. Is it just roof next? Let's see. Yeah. This would be so much less confusing if it was like slid off the roof. Because I'm not going to guess slid off the roof because that ain't grammatically correct.
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Miu's avatar. Slide? Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Miu's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide,
Tell.
just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Who the hell is Shumai?
Pet nicknames. Too many
He's
pet
a
nicknames.
pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
Huh. Would this be where the lattice comes into play? Signboard, paper, hammer, cell phone, lattice. Yeah, I think the lattice is gonna be what's used here.
Would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
If it made
Oosh.
that much noise, it must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof. But not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that around, though.
Yeah, that's the lattice, isn't it? Okay, get me back there.
Lots of snow piled up on roof. Not frozen solid, right? You'd still slide though. In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not. It's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to
do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that around. That's wrong!
Yeah, that one was fairly easy.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Mew's avatar? The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct! After the culprit killed Mew on the rooftop and slid her down the roof steep.
Look at that. Look at that, the gray guy.
The sled
He's there.
Speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
How did those get there? Were they? Oh, those would have been. Would those been on her body?
The impact made all of her belongings scatter, including the hammer and cell phone.
Yeah, in the cutscene they just appeared there.
His rings whenever he crashes into stuff.
Oh, I wonder who you could be talking about.
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
Monokuma is a creation of Dr. Robotnik. It's confirmed, guys.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful.
It looks like the hibernation has fixed him up just fine.
Yeah, gotta be an example to our new family.
He's a grandpa now.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you grandfather now?
Silence.
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit.
Well,
Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
come on.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
I don't think it will have been anybody who was searching the mansion. Actually,
However,
yeah.
since we know she was killed on the roof,
Yeah, she was killed on the
we can
roof.
narrow down the
Okay.
list, meaning the culprit must
Yeah,
be
so it
someone
would have
who was
been investigating the
mansion.
mansion, but nobody from the chapel.
Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
Well, we still need to explain
Are Kaito,
the noise
Tsurugi,
Kibo made.
Shuichi,
That, oh no!
Sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Yeah,
Ooh, you got me.
I can rule him out based on importance. Yeah. Oh god, it is going to be Gonta, isn't it? He's the only one I can really think of who could have done it. Because Kaito got logged out, Shuichi wouldn't have done it, and Tsumugi was with her. Tsumugi was with Shuichi, they were together, so we saw them together, and Kokichi is too important, he's going to live past this chapter. Fuck, it is Gonta. Right? Talking about the rooftop, they lied. What would that be? I have to select stuff. Who lied? Who lied? Who lied? I don't remember who lied. Who would have lied? Konta wouldn't have lied, would he have? But he's, other than that, he's kind of the prime suspect at the moment. Did Kaito ever lie about something? I feel like this is where we're gonna have to do another try again. But I'm gonna see Kaito first. No. Yeah, okay.
I was wrong.
Just worried about him. We were with Tsumugi the entire time, so I don't think she would have done something, right? I love how I'm just completely passing over Kokichi because I feel like there's no way he is going to die in this chapter. He's too important. As well as the fact that it'd be obvious because Miu was going to kill him. I don't want Gonta to be the killer, so please game over me. Yes, thank you. Yeah, he doesn't understand the virtual world. Thank you, Gonta. Please don't be the killer, for the love of God. Alright, let's get this retry out of the way. Kokichi wouldn't have been Kokichi, wouldn't it have? Like, I'm quite confident it's not Kokichi.
Can't let it end here.
Can we get a replay of that scene?
There was something that could have been.
We're gonna have to go for all this again.
Do you remember the
I just skipped that. Just loading. Jeez. Fast slide. Super fast slide.
I hate that guy and his world.
I'm just gonna let this replay.
Stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog.
I love that scene. Okay. He's grandfather now. He's granddad. Yes.
Gonta can't. However, since we know she, meaning the culprit.
Yes.
Aside from you, the people at the chapel.
So that means the suspects are...
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself.
What did he say? Let me just look for this quickly. Account. Some use avatar for the window. I don't think that's gonna be a lie. I guess there are no witnesses who can confirm whether or not Kokichi was actually in the salon. So I'm gonna try that. Even though I really doubt that Kokichi is the killer. I think that's probably what we're talking about at the moment.
It's you!
Yeah, that is.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi?
Yeah, you need to tell him which one.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now. It was that testimony that bothered me.
Mind line? Oh, you're gonna make me choose from those number of testimonies. What? Okay then, whatever you say. That one's upside down, the one down there. Trying to get rid of everything here. Went on the roof for the meeting. What's the one that's upside down? Turn myself around. It's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof. Let's have some thinking time here. What could it be? Let me get some stuff out of the way first. Good. Well, I should probably get rid of this as well. What did Kokichi lie about? It all began when Miu showed us the map. I need context. I need context because it's been nearly a week since I recorded the last one. I think we'll be fine.
I see it.
Okay, that is the one. I got that one right. Okay.
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said... But later, you said...
Oh yeah, that would be right because he knew about the roof. He knew about the slope and stuff. He knew how to do that.
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
I'm basically Kaito in this situation.
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Huh? What?
No way he's the killer. That's too obvious. It's too obvious when Miu was the one targeting him.
Didn't.
And he's stuttering. Come on, man.
Before.
You're the ultimate liar. This is above you stuttering.
Is this a sincere reaction?
I kinda doubt it.
There's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
Yeah.
Me?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Be more careful there, Himiko.
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that.
No, she
I wouldn't
didn't.
remember.
Yes, she did.
She did not.
I mean, Kaito, even if it's not, you're just... Even if you're right and it's not, you're just being the contrarian here. Because Kokichi...
Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
What a worthless fight!
Completely agreed.
Stop them, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, grandfather, stop them before your grandkid is born.
Yeah, Monofani's gonna die.
Cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
Come on. Are we being in a scrum? Okay, no, it's not gonna be a scrum, right? Yeah, okay, no. It's not split yet, is it? Show me the evidence. File, poison, noise, cell phone. Kokichi
I
and
didn't go to the
Salon.
roof.
Okay.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
What did Kokichi do?
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars
No
burn in
evidence that
hell,
proves
you
he did
know?
that. Yeah, this place already is hell. Exactly.
That's fine because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
There's only 2 evidence points then. Is it really that obvious? Like, is it just the salon?
didn't
Oh,
go
I
to
have
the
to fight
roof.
fire with fire, so we're gonna have to lie about something.
I've had
then.
enough of your lies, man.
So we're gonna have to lie about something then. Are we just gonna have to lie about the salon? Is that all? No witnesses to confirm whether or not Kokichi was actually in the salon, so that's easy to lie about. Okay, I'm gonna try that.
I'm not lying.
I feel like it's too
The
obvious
rooftop door
though.
was locked and I couldn't open it.
Sophia is
Kokichi do?
unlocked. Yeah.
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the
Yeah, there you go.
I'll reveal the truth.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you, but you weren't there.
What? Really?
Kokichi's gonna be like, oh, well, what are you doing?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
Kokichi's the lie detector.
What's this all about,
He knows what
Kokichi?
he's talking about.
Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use tactics.
Yeah, there he goes.
So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Okay, here's where the scrum's gonna come in.
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
Yeah,
I believe
Kaito's on my
Shuichi
side.
100%.
It's
The
Kibo.
one who's not Kokichi.
100 house points. No. You know
House points. Come on.
To Shuichi.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room. I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there. Oh well. I'll believe Shuichi. He's usually right.
Come on. Come on, man.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Well, Shuichi's lying as well.
You guys hate lies that much. There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people.
Obviously.
If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Good face there.
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably killed.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Yeah.
Revenge?
What?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
He's just gonna say everything.
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Confess.
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
Confession doesn't automatically mean that.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her.
Confessing ... Oh, that's good.
She asked me pretty eagerly, too. So I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
Yes.
You work together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself.
Right.
He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Shh, calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
Thank you.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
I know. Sishu here.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge.
Boring.
Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
Fuck you.
What? Huh?
Oh, fuck off.
What did you...
Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Agreed.
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
But if he's being manipulated... But yeah, if he's being manipulated by someone...
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters!
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth. He's not someone who lies all the time like you.
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
I mean, after what happened in Chapter 2.
Not after
Yeah.
the meet and greet incident.
Exactly what I said.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
Yeah, I think it's still gonna be
You're right.
Gonta though.
I'm
It's still gonna be
sorry.
Gonta, isn't it?
I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. I told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
It doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What? Going to not understand what's going on. But still, going to not kill Mew. Going to really not know anything. And also, going to not tell lies.
Is there a memory wiping or something involved here?
Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Magic.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
Exactly, that's the issue here.
You, of course!
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
There's already proof?
Oh,
Tell us.
Did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
We're going to debate. Corpse, toilet paper, the avatar. Good face.
I am not the culprit.
Saying on Kokichi's avatar and
Didn't I prove that
avatar
to you
error.
guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed.
You got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me!
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
How'd you arrive at that conclusion?
I am not the culprit.
What was it that Kaito said?
Didn't I prove that to
He's
you
talking
guys
about being
already?
touched. Like if Mew could
Here's how
actually
Mew was
touch
killed.
the culprit and it was Kokichi, remember that Kokichi won't move if Mew touches
Toilet
her.
paper was the murder
Him, I
weapon.
mean. Fuck.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me!
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her. That's wrong!
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait! What if it was something besides strangulation then? Like,
There's no doubt
I really am Kaito
We
in this
already
situation.
discussed
I
this.
really am.
Kaito is really desperate to make me the culprit.
I think for me, it's less that I want to make Kokichi the culprit and more that I want Gonta to not be the culprit.
No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him?
Gotta get back to the same conversation. It's not Gonta who killed Miyu. What did he say? I wasn't paying attention there. So no point talking about. Okay, there kind of is a point talking about it, really.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth.
Something happened to Gonta if he is the culprit. Something happened to his head.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please, believe Gonta.
Chest pain.
We might as well discuss it.
Have to.
What?
We can't make it past this
Precautionary
point
measure,
without.
That's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
Are we doing a scrum yet? Oh look, it's Monokuma.
Sorry to ruin this tense moment.
Yeah, okay.
But you guys seem
You're in the scrum.
So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial ground.
More phenomenal. Yay.
So we're gonna do that again?
Shuichi, why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Kaito.
Split opinion. Let's do it.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
Gonta is such a
Too late.
sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall. But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Gonta not kill Mew. Honest.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
Gonta is such a sweet. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
But don't you have even noticed the rooftop without being noticed? There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
Too slow.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma. You're right. Kokichi is the one who shot Mew. Gonta not kill Mew. Honest.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
Got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
We've learned that by now.
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi!
I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Full counter. I'm very sad about this. I don't want this. I don't want this one little bit.
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
I know, right?
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive,
Titles disappoint.
I have to find the truth.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
Could he have committed the crime without knowing it?
Still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
It means
It's not really
use your
Gonta's
head
thing.
to make arguments.
Use head.
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
But Gonta really not know.
Ugh, I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know! God, why are you so dumb?
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
No bully.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Stop.
Fighting.
You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
This argument.
If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Love you. Love you, Maki.
Maki, please, calm down.
You kinda need to calm down, but...
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
Again, I repeat myself. Could he have done it without knowing it?
Does Gonta not know anything? Really?
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
Hmm? Yes. But why, though?
That's it!
And why would he be doing that?
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Yeah.
Accident?
The accent. What's that? Let me question again. What was the accident? Just an what was the accident concerning Gonta? That's the only thing. Oh, okay.
This is it!
Yeah, okay.
When we logged into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
So did he forget then, right?
An avatar user error? Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error.
Yeah, that seemed off. Like, that all seemed off for everything he's been saying about the virtual world since logging out. Yeah, that would explain everything. Here's the error. Hangman's Gambit. Oh god. Player to go into experience. Yeah, this is memory loss. Yeah. I think I got this immediately. Give me another M. M. Lag. I don't want lag, that's what I don't want. Didn't see an R. Yeah, this one was obvious then.
I see now.
Easy peasy.
I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh?
He doesn't remember.
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
Oh, that's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
How lucky for you,
What?
asshole.
That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused!
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
It's a multi-person
or no
debate.
memory. Gonta never hurt anyone.
No way
Gonta's
Gonta's the
never
culprit!
Why do I have to do this? File, login, logout, record, use avatar settings, device instructions.
Doesn't remember anything about the virtual
Everyone
world?
safe.
You did it, but you don't remember doing it,
Never
right?
kill a friend.
If there was a glitch,
Something we can
Gonta
just
is gentlemen, protect friends.
it should have affected all of
He
us.
has slipped out before.
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because we're all
Gonta can't
okay,
even kill an
Gonta
insect.
not lying.
that means there was
That's
no
a weak
glitch.
Gonta swear. Please believe Gonta.
Show me the device instructions. Oh, that's just it's just that. Oh, it is that, isn't it? He plugged them in the wrong slots.
Gonta never hurt anyone.
Remember because
Doesn't remember a
Gonta
thing
keep
about the
everyone
virtual
safe.
You did it, but you don't
you would
remember
never
doing
kill
it,
a
right?
friend.
Yeah, but what weak spot would we use this on?
Gentlemen, protect friends.
Not that, not what
Your lies aren't protecting
she
anyone.
said.
But Gonta can't even kill an insect.
Lying.
That means there
That's
was
a
no
weak
I swear. Please believe.
Okay, it's that, I think it's that. Alright.
Gonta never hurt.
There were controls for, like, how do we... Like, we can silence loud voices, right?
Remember because
Doesn't remember a thing about the virtual world.
You did it, but you don't remember doing
never
it,
kill a
right?
friend.
He's trying to silence her. You have enough time.
But Gonta can't even kill an
Gonta
insect.
not lying.
That means there was
That's
no
a weak
Gonta swear. Please believe.
Oh, we have to do it multiple times, okay. Never had to use the silencer here, I guess. And it's like really laggy, so it's not doing too good for that.
Not lying.
That means there was
That's a
no
weak
Please believe.
I heard it.
Break. Sadly. Yeah, the thing's breaking and I'm starting to break as well.
It's the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
You did say it yourself, somebody isn't good with computers. Yeah, he isn't good with the computers, isn't he?
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like, an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What?
Gonta, do
Good
you think
face
it's
from
possible
Kaito
that you
there.
improperly connected the cords?
How Gonta supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
Oh, but Gonta holds chopsticks with this hand.
Oh. What have you done?
That's your left hand!
He's left-handed. What have you done, Himiko?
What?
Looks like it's
I blame
decided.
Himiko. I blame Himiko. I blame Himiko.
What?
I blame Himiko.
He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta?
Can we execute her instead?
World, don't you?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
But you obviously did.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on. When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew! Why would Gonta do that?
Save everyone.
Yeah, it's a lie. I'll never accept this. And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew.
Yeah, that's what we
I
need to
already
figure
gave you
out
my
here.
testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
You could
I'm
convince him,
saying I don't
obviously.
believe you.
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope.
only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the Blackened.
Unfortunately.
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on, that hasn't been decided yet.
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already.
Why are you pushing this?
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
Generally talk about
No
afterwards.
matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right?
Oh god.
It would be impossible
If
for
Kaito
anybody-
doesn't vote for Gonta, like, or the culprit, it's not. Maybe it isn't Gonta, but if Kaito doesn't vote for it because of Kokichi, Kaito would get executed too, right? That's in the rules. Oh fuck.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination.
Yeah, we've done that already.
Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right? Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around. I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit.
How many times has Kaito said quit screwing around? Like, not in, well, I guess not in text, in the voice.
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
Yeah, they were in the chapel area.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Miu could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list, and you know why, right?
Already figured most of this
Kaito
out.
logged out ahead of us.
Miu logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Miu's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
He's been doing that for like this entire second half.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects.
You're just doing this to piss off Kaito, basically.
Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the reason for that?
We have alibis for each other. Oh. Yeah, we have alibis for each other, exactly.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Miu hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Miu down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Ah. Okay.
If Miu touched him, he'd freeze in place.
I think both of those would
Kokichi
count,
wasn't
honestly.
capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again? Well, who is it?
Fuck off.
Don't answer, Shuichi. You don't need to answer that. This is all Kokichi's trap.
It's...
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies! Yu Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy.
Gonta wouldn't do that.
But you forgot everything. So, oh well.
Even if he remembered, he wouldn't have done that, honestly.
A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing.
Taking this all out of context, yeah, I would agree.
If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Please.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to
You want proof? I've got your proof. After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Huh. I forgot about that.
Kokichi said it himself.
I don't think so.
Ryu's avatar crashed
I don't think
into
this
the
is gonna
chapel wall.
be.
The culprit
This
must
is
have
gonna
been on
help
the
us
roof.
out too much, though.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird.
Well, they
if
only
he was
rushed
on the
out
roof.
after hearing Kibo's voice. Would that have been enough time for Gonta to get back down?
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof.
Oh yeah, I need to remember if were Tsumugi and Shuichi already in the entrance hall when they heard the impact.
Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
It's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
But remember, you can't be the avatars can't be damaged.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar
Right.
wasn't strong enough.
Well, I guess maybe it would end
How
up with
about
broken
that?
bones
Now you
in
get
real
it,
life.
right?
Would it have?
If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
No, that's wrong.
What?
The most disappointed, no, that's wrong yet.
Just because Gonta
That
was at the
voice.
mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Me. Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it.
All except Kokichi.
But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it to survive.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Kaito!
Fine then. I'll tear that sorry reasoning
Okay,
of
we're
yours
going to
apart
the,
and wake you up.
Argument armament, yeah. Yeah. We're against Kaito here.
I'll never accept this. Don't you know Gonta at all? I'm not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this. Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. Damn it! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick?
I already forgot how the hold ones work.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up!
I'm already forgetting how to do the hold.
Why won't you?
There's controls. How do I scroll this? Can I scroll this? It's just press the correct button in River. Not gonna tell me.
Why are you listening to Kokichi?
There we go.
You my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening
I'm
to
lagging
Kokichi?
now. It's fun.
You my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe?
Jeez, you're doing that now.
Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Keep saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Keep saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to
Doing
protect
very
us!
badly
Damn
right
it!
now.
There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop! Who do you
Toilet
want to
paper.
believe?
Okay, it's toilet paper discovered outside the mansion.
Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop! It ends here!
Right.
Damn it!
We're getting some male ones as well, so that's
The
fun.
toilet paper we found outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
The toilet paper?
Ah, yeah, I got you now.
Was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Mew's body. It was outside the mansion.
Okay.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to. I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about that.
Of course I am! I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end!
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied.
What?
Spot selection.
There!
Yeah. Those binoculars.
The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it. And then used the doubled up toilet paper to climb down. But in that case, They would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea.
I love how, like, pretty much nearly every murder in these games would not have been discovered if the murderer had done one thing. Like, what if Gonta had tried to hide the toilet paper better? What if he, like, buried it in the snow or something?
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back
I think
in
the most
bag.
egregious example is, like, the last trial. Quirky would not have been discovered if he had just,
I
like,
guess he ran into someone
he
on the
tried
way
to ignore
and then
Angie.
threw it somewhere close by.
If he had just, like, gone through with Tenko, he probably could have done it. Actually, no, yeah, Tenko would have been discovered. I think if he just killed one of them, like, I think we'd been fine.
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
Final argument then?
So, it's true. Going to really kill Mew.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
Angie, can you forgive me? Because I don't think you're going to be at the bottom anymore.
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop. I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get it,
Haha! Oh!
it's me.
Yeah.
I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, alright? Let's end this together.
We gotta play a few locks. Color cord to the color cord. Stick in the right port. Stick in the right port. Oh. Sorry. I was trying to check. I was going to see if I could check the things. He's probably not going to tell us the one where they're stuck in the left port, so that should be obvious enough anyways. The lad is used like a sled. What did Mew bring from Shuichi's lab? Bottle of poison. Toilet paper that doesn't tear. Apple of virtual bottle. Yeah, here we go. Was post in the entrance hall and branch of the virtual world, yeah. The map. The map. He's investigating the roof. Okay, yeah, we don't know those yet. What do Mew use when she got into the mansion? Okay, we got both of these two then. What was the weapon Mew brought to kill Kokichi? Yeah, the toilet. Not the toilet paper, the hammer. We don't have the hammer yet. Yeah, okay. Who's taken the storage room? Right. Through the signboard into the river. Mew smuggles in hammer. with my buttons. Who's investigating outside the mansion? Dining hall, kitchen, roof. Okay, the ones I definitely remember. Oh yeah, Kaito was in the dining hall, wasn't he? Like, not dining hall. Yeah. Oh no. King, right. Culprit would have been outside then, right? Yeah, okay, and Kaito was on the roof. Forgot that then. Right then.
This is the truth of the case! The case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged in to the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plugged those cords into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well. Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison and placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill. Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel,
Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion. Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks. That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen. And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion. Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself.
I just thought Mew setting herself to object is very ironic, considering her character.
She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. Mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time, the same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly. Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
That makes me think, shouldn't Mew's neck be unbreakable because she's an object?
And the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone.
God.
The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby. Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case, because the culprit doesn't remember. This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist.
I don't wanna.
Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Going to not really understand, cause going to not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Gonta, trust everyone.
I don't wanna.
But
I am Tsumugi right now.
Going to kill Mew. Forget everything. Going to even think he not do anything bad. And then going to try to blame someone else. And make everyone suffer. Why? Why going to do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Can we execute him as well?
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
Man, it is. We are completely
this the right
positive,
answer?
right?
For once, I wish that we were.
Yeah, agreed.
Huh? Wrapping things up already?
With toilet paper, yes.
What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
Is this gonna be the one where somebody
Well,
doesn't
this
vote for
killing
the
game is a
killer?
bad influence on the baby.
Yeah.
You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah, Monophony's gonna die.
Gotta get my act together for the baby.
There's gonna be no baby. Monophony's gonna die.
Now then, pull yourselves together and let's begin! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off! It's voting time! It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Result time. Okay, Kaito voted for Kokichi. Don't you dare execute him as well. Please spare him at least.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Wait, I just realized. Each of the 3 games, my favorite character has been the Trial 4 killer. I just realized. So here it's Gonta, then Gundam in DR2, and technically Sakura was the Trial 4 killer. It's all of my favorite characters from each of the games have been the Trial 4 killer. A. I still don't think I deserve an A. Back route. What does that mean? I didn't notice that before, if that was there before.
Absolutely right! Let me hear your joyful voices!
Yeah. Reminds me of Trial 1, where I said Tsumugi's face is my face right now. Same here. Kokichi is gonna be the joyful voice.
Yay! And another thing. Here. Oh.
As per the usual.
What was that?
Hey!
Oh, I see.
Huh?
Please stop!
All right.
Huh?
Oh.
Because...
Oh. Monokuma's gonna give a flashback light. Oh. He's just gonna do some programming.
Transfer over. So, they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data. Ta-da! Alter Ego
Yes.
Gonta is
Yes, please.
Alter ego?
I want it.
basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space.
If you execute it with him, I swear to
Listen what
God.
he says. We should be able
You're
to
gonna
find out
execute
what
it with him.
happened
I
in
know
that
you are.
world.
Huh? What this? What happening?
What's that mean?
Hey, now then.
Please.
Please. Why?
Huh?
Oh, man.
Oh. Gonta.
Gonta don't know.
Wrong.
That's...
Gonta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonta.
What?
Oh.
Card key?
Huh? Yeah.
What?
What?
Please wait.
Hey, hey.
Huh?
In other words,
Okay.
What?
You know.
Huh?
Wait,
Incomprehensible.
Oh? You get it?
the truth.
Yeah. Please.
Always messing around.
Yeah, I was suspicious from that. I was suspicious from that even then.
Could it be?
Maybe.
Gonta.
What if we went over there? Would it have been there?
How'd this happen?
What did you say?
No way! Wrong.
Oh. Yeah, but the real world is the true hell here, right? Yeah.
Huh? How'd this happen? But...
Yeah.
You get it?
For once, I agree with you.
Hold on!
Yeah, Monokuma isn't gonna let him explain.
Hey!
Please. Sorry.
Why?
Huh?
Yeah.
But...
It keeps having to load every time we go into the virtual world.
By the way,
Huh? Gonta.
but...
Stop it!
Yeah, agreed. Kokichi is the worst.
Well...
Sorry.
Always messing around.
How can this be? Sorry. Gonta, idiot.
It's too late to forgive him. It's too late.
Yeah.
Don't screw around.
Please stop! Sorry, everyone.
I know that! I suppose. So am I!
That's enough!
Please stop!
Hey, hey!
Huh?
And another thing.
No, I don't want to do the exciting stuff.
So
No.
am I!
Huh?
Yeah, you're.
I know that!
Koichi knows that that's what Gonta's gonna say.
But...
Okay. Ah.
Yeah, this is gonna be extra punishing for her. Especially considering the fact that she's probably gonna be the one who dies in this execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna die because the baby is coming.
Honey. Now then, I.
Gonta!
no. How can this be?
It's punishment time.
Sorry, everyone. Going to idiot.
Extra laggy execution returns. No, I don't want it to be time for the punishment. Oh. What's this? Yeah, they are executing the fucking program too. Why? Oh look. He's there as well. Where are the bugs coming in? Oh, what's that? Robotic bug. Wild West insecticide. Oh, she's big. Please. I'm just gonna cover the screen there with my hand. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. Oh, Jesus. Well, she's dead. Oh, what? They killed him too? What? Well, I didn't expect that. I thought just one of them was gonna die. Okay, then. Is that the Pokemon? I forget its name. There's the bug Pokemon that had, like, knives for hands. It's not the Gen 1 one. Slicer? No, that's something else. The bird, why? What is with the fire? It's always fire.
killing.
Yeah, I thought they would all die until chapter 5. I thought Monotaro would live a bit longer, eh?
Unbelievable.
But how?
Got a minute?
Okay.
I guess the person who voted for Kokichi didn't get executed then.
Damn it.
Got a minute?
What was that?
You?
Huh?
I don't want to, stupid head.
There he goes. His face.
Oh man, did you fall for all that fake crying?
I didn't.
You're so dumb! I would never cry for Gonta!
What?
Because...
What? Hey!
Well, you know.
Huh?
Which means... You really don't get
Hey!
it. Who cares about that idiot?
Me.
I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart.
I mean, I'm enjoying this game. I can't deny that. Yeah, very much. You haven't seen that before? Haven't seen that of him before?
Supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted. The more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it. And I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others!
You?
Then...
So I think Kokichi has a huge red flag, and now I feel like he's basically guaranteed to die in chapter 5.
You're so dumb.
You bastard. Do you wanna die?
Yeah.
Don't screw around.
Oops, sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead.
Kaito!
By the way, Kaito, is it just me, or are you way slow? Maybe, just maybe, Kaito is hiding something from us too.
We never did explain that scene at the very end of chapter 3. Don't think I forgot that.
Kaito!
Got a minute?
Yeah.
You bastard.
Let's have more fun.
Good face and Maki there. I like that. It's great. Oh? What?
Are you alright?
I thought for a second that Maki had actually done the deed. Oh god.
Oh?
That's wrong!
Hmm?
No.
Oh, man.
Off he goes.
Kaito!
Oh god.
Huh?
Hey!
What?
Okay?
If Kaito dies, does this mean we can execute Kokichi? Because I'd be absolutely fine with that then.
What?
Kaito? Blood? Why? What's the matter, Kaito?
Come on. Don't freak out over this. It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
Neither did I, considering the fact that I've had a cold for like the past several days.
You're a robot, and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill. I just coughed too much and cut my throat or something. I don't know.
Kaito!
Shut up!
Huh?
Kaito, Kokichi, huge red flags for next chapter. I predicted that like beginning of chapter 4.
Damn it!
It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it.
That's
Now
a good. That's
is
good.
the time I'll end this killing game.
That end of chapter 4. Oh. Chapter 4, and dear God. Dear God, okay. I want to continue right now, but I have like no time to record anymore. Achievement unlocked. Virtual remake. Empty insect cage. Do a Vinny quote here. I'm not crying. It's just some water on my face. Monokuma, you clearly don't care. Well, I'm gonna end this here. Repeat of chapter 1. I am once again broken inside. And Jesus, where Kokichi is like, jeez. We thought Nagito was fucked up. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm gonna end this here. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Danganronpa V3, but we'll start off with chapter 5. See you guys then. Goodbye.